Wasn't this an emotional ride? Not really. Hey everybody, my name's Thomas Hadley. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for clicking on it. Today we'll be reviewing Head Above Water, the album by Avril Lavigne. If you haven't checked them out, I have some reactions that are going to be coming out for each song. I actually filmed those before this, but I wanted to release the review itself first, so that's what I'm going to be doing, and then in the next few days there should be reactions and stuff up. So you'll see my actual first reactions to every one of the songs on the album, so that's going to be fun, and that will be fun. But before we get into the actual review itself, please give this video a thumbs up by the end of it if you did end up liking it. But if you didn't like it, please leave in the comments below why you didn't. I'd really appreciate that. And make sure by the end of this video to check out some of my other stuff. And if you ended up liking those, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. So let's get into Head Above Water. So what did I think this album was going to be when it first was announced and had the first single, Head Above Water? Well, I thought it was going to be an emotional, impactful, spiritual level, amazing time. Because Head Above Water gave me chills the first time I listened to it, and it kept giving me chills. That song was emotional. It had a pop sound, which is fine, but it was emotional. It wasn't surface level. It was awesome because it's talking about the struggle that she has with Lyme disease, and you could feel it. You could feel the pain inside of, you know, her, and you could see it inside the words, inside the lyrics. And even though there are some like just surface level, you know, verses and lines in there, I think overall it's just an impactful song and it feels amazing. And then let's also talk about another emotional song, Warrior. The last track of this album is amazing. I feel like it's just as good as Head Above Water. It has a great metaphorical sense with fighting for your life, basically, and, you know, talking about being a Viking, being a soldier, being, you know, having an army with you fighting for your life. And that metaphor works really well with the struggles that she was going through during the time of writing this stuff. But other than that song, really, I mean, Birdie was kind of cute, talking about feeling constrained and constricted and wanting to, you know, spread her wings and fly and be who she wants to be. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks of her. And I don't know if that song was talking about a relationship itself or like a record label, and she just wanted to spread her wings and fly, be herself, be who she wanted to be. Let's also let's just go track by track. I Fell in Love with the Devil. I fell in love with a stripper. That's what it sounded like to me. There were some critiques that I had about this song. It wasn't awful, but if you check out my reaction, you could see what I did and didn't like about that song. But overall, I thought it was an okay listen. I didn't think it was amazing or anything like that. Tell Me It's Over, I feel like, was emotional, and it was impactful, and it showed struggle, and it showed that kind of stuff with a relationship type sense. So I think that song itself felt emotional and it felt good. Then we went to Dumb Blonde by Nicki Minaj. It's basically just an anthem. Oh, I'm not a dumb blonde. I ain't a stupid Barbie doll. Oh, I'm better than that. And then it goes into a rock style anthem type thing. But overall, that was a fun listen, but it wasn't an emotional listen. It wasn't impactful in any ways. It's a song that I would definitely continue listening to, but there was no reason for it to be on the album. Not really, if we were trying to just show. But then again, she is talking about being herself and all this kind of stuff, and just shoving in your face that she is this person and she isn't just a dumb blonde or whatever. But I don't think it was needed. It was in me. I think that it was an emotional time. Let me look at the lyrics real quick of that so I remember which song it was. yeah, let me feel high when I'm sober. Let me feel myself. Let me be who I want to be. Let me be proud of who I am. I think that song sheds a lot of light on just the people in general, that you shouldn't be sad for the way you are. You should be happy for the way you are, and get rid of the people around you that think differently of you, because I feel like people, deserve to be happy. And then after that, we had Souvenir. I don't like the metaphor with souvenir. I don't like to think that this person is the reason that, like just thinking about memories or whatever. You're my souvenir because you make me think of better times or good times or whatever. I just think that it's kind of whatever. Crush, it was fine. It was fine. It was fine. But if you want to get into angry territory, Goddess. I'm not a fan of Goddess. I don't like the surface level rhymes. I don't like the way some things are rhymed with each other. Why would you rhyme goddess and pajamas and hot mess and bananas? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand that. And yeah, I get it. It's supposed to be, I don't know, him treating you like you're supposed to be treated or whatever, like a normal human being should be treating your significant other or whatever. But hey, what do I know? That's not the daily, is it? People just treat people like trash nowadays. Bigger Wow, that song, there's no emotion into it. There's not much going on in that. There is... hey, I love you and everything, but if you don't get something bigger and better, I'm just gonna go into the clouds and I'm gonna wait for you, because you know what, you're basically a pile of crap. Not really, but that's kind of what I have, like, that's what I feel is going on in that song. Yeah, our relationship is going good and all, but, if we don't do something more exciting, I think I'm gonna just go do something exciting by myself, and, we'll see what happens after that. Like, no, come on, man. Love Me Insane. That was the Meghan Trainor song. Sound like a Meghan Trainor song. You'll know what I feel like about that when you watch my reaction. And then, again, Warrior. It was the emotional level that I thought the whole album was gonna be. The whole album didn't feel like it connected, really. Yeah, there was some, like, self-empowerment. There was some, faith struggles here and there. There was a lot of just relationship drama that didn't really matter. There's just a bunch of stuff that didn't really go together. And it's fine having, pop sounding stuff and then just a different type of pop style stuff, some R&B stuff, whatever the style is, it doesn't matter. I think that all the styles could have worked good together, but when it comes to the lyrics and some of the ways some of the words are spoken, it's just not done well. And I think that I don't know if everybody's going to share the same opinion with me, and I haven't looked at any opinions anywhere else, but I just feel like this album could have been so much better. When initially I thought that this album was going to be, full of emotion and full of struggle and full of hope and full of everything, and it's just really just 2 songs that are full of emotion and hope, and the rest about relationships or things that, I don't know, doesn't really matter, because I feel like fighting for your life and feeling positive about yourself, that's what matters. There are some other songs that, touch on it as well, but I'm saying, like, it doesn't have the same metaphorical emotional status as Head Above Water or Warrior. Warrior has an amazing metaphorical type diction, and I think that it works very well, and I just don't know why the whole album couldn't have been like that, because I really do feel like Avril Lavigne does good music, and I think there are a lot of good stuff in her albums itself, but there's always like nitpicks when it comes to her albums. There's some things that I absolutely love, but there's some things that I could care less about. But this album, it's mainly just stuff that I could care less about. I think that a lot of the songs, most of the songs are listenable, but they don't really matter. There's not much much going on. I think with Head Above Water and Warrior and It Was In Me and Tell Me It's Over, I think those are really the only songs that really matter. Birdie is okay as well, but honestly, if half the album doesn't matter, what's the point? I think I was expecting an emotional level, ride, but we didn't get that. We didn't get an emotional roller coaster ride. We got just a bunch of downs, I feel like. It just kept getting worse and worse, and then finally went up. But what's the point of it going back up if it's not gonna... I don't know. It's like the roller coaster went up, Head Above Water, Birdie a little bit. Oh, I fell in love with the devil. Then Tell Me It's Over. Oh, I'm going up a little bit. Dumb Blonde going back down. It Was In Me going back up, but then... Warrior! But you're already going down so fast that when Warrior came back up, it just shot you off the roller coaster. Like, honestly, this album wasn't very good. And I hate to say it. And maybe I'm just feeling this way because a few of the ending tracks are just god-awful. God-awful. But... like, I even thought Dumb Blonde was okay sounding song. I didn't think there was much emotion going on, but I thought it was fine. But throughout this whole album, there's just a bunch of stuff that's fine, or stuff that's less than fine. There's nothing spectacular except for Warrior, Head Above Water, and It Was In Me. Tell Me It's Over is good as well, but there's just, I don't know. There's just not, I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's a lot going on in this album, but a lot of not good going on in this album, and I hate that because I love Avril Lavigne. I love her vocals. I will always say that the vocals in every one of her songs, except for a few lines, are absolutely amazing. I love her vocals. I will always say that her vocals are amazing, but this album's just not very good. And I hate to say it, it was her comeback album, 6 years in the making or whatever, but it's just, there's some good in this album, there's some really good potential going on, but in the end I think that it was mainly just a bunch of crap. And I hate that. It was just a bunch of mainstream pop style stuff that didn't matter. There's a lot of just surface level lyrics, there's a lot of just crap that didn't matter. And I hate that. And I really do hate that. And I hate that I'm giving such a harsh opinion on this because there are some songs on here that are so awesome, but it's just so... it's so bad because there are other songs on here that are god-awful. So it doesn't... it's not supposed to meet in the middle. It's just supposed to be up, up, up. And it just doesn't. Like, slow songs, they're fine as long as they're fine, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just not a lot of great going on here. There's some good, there are some greats going on, but there's a lot of just okays and awfuls, and I just think overall it was a underwhelming album. What did you guys think about this album? Please leave in the comments below what you guys think. Please give this video a thumbs up if you ended up liking it. If you didn't end up liking it, please leave it in the comments below. Don't give me a thumbs down just because my opinion's different than yours. We're all trying to just live in a civil society, and I think that we should just discuss things down below, and maybe my opinion, no, I don't think my opinion's gonna change, but we could talk about it anyways. But please subscribe if you haven't already. If you ended up liking this video, go ahead and check out some of my other stuff as well before you subscribe if you want to. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and there will be reactions to every one of these songs in the coming next few days. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.